choosing where to retire is a massive life decision, right? But what if the where could be the single most powerful tool for securing your how? We're not just talking about pretty mountain views here. We're talking about a core financial strategy. Today, we're going to build the financial blueprint for retiring in East Tennessee, and you might be shocked at just how much geography can impact your bottom line. This is the question that keeps so many of us up at night. You've worked your entire life building that nest egg, but is it going to be enough? How can you be absolutely sure it will last through a 20 or even a 30-year retirement? Well, what if I told you that one of the best ways to protect your financial future isn't about picking the right stocks and bonds? It's about picking the right spot on the map. The right location can fundamentally change your entire retirement equation. So, to really understand how that works, we're going to break down the financial case for East Tennessee. We're going to build it on 3 solid pillars. Think of this as our clear, no-nonsense blueprint for a secure and, prosperous retirement. Okay, let's start with pillar number 1, the tax advantage. Because when it comes to retirement planning, it's not just about what you make, it's about what you actually get to keep. And this is where the whole case for this region really begins. Just look at that number. 0%. That's the state income tax in Tennessee. It's one of only a handful of states in the whole country that can say that. This isn't just some small perk, folks. It's the headline advantage. Its impact on a retirement budget is, well, it's absolutely massive. And let's be clear, this isn't some tricky loophole. This 0% rate applies directly to the money you're actually going to live on. Your Social Security checks, the state doesn't tax them. Those pension payments you've earned, not taxed. And maybe most importantly, when you start taking money out of your 401k or IRA, you won't owe Tennessee a single dime in state income tax. So let's talk real dollars and cents. In a state with, say, a modest 5% income tax, pulling $50,000 from your retirement account would cost you $2,500 right off the top, gone. Here, that money stays exactly where it belongs, in your pocket. You do that for a few years, and you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. Now, to be totally transparent, let's look at the full tax scorecard. That A+ for income tax, that's a no-brainer. Property taxes also get a really solid B+ because they are consistently well below the national average. Now, the trade-off is the sales tax, which is higher, but it's a tax on what you buy, so you have some control. And, this is key, the tax on groceries is significantly lower, which really helps soften the impact on your day-to-day budget. Okay, let's move on to pillar 2 and see how this all builds on itself. Beyond taxes, the real test of a retirement budget is your day-to-day expenses. And in East Tennessee, your dollar simply has more power. And this gets right to the heart of it. Housing. Just look at that difference. The median home price in the Tri-Cities area isn't just a little bit lower, it is dramatically lower than the U.S. average, and especially when you compare it to other popular retirement spots like Florida. That huge gap you see on the chart, that's not just a statistic, that is financial freedom. And this affordability does more than just give you a smaller mortgage. It opens up some incredible options. Think about it. You could sell a more expensive home from somewhere else and have enough left over to build a custom, brand new home designed exactly for your retirement years. And building new has 3 huge long-term benefits. First, you can design for the future, right from the start, with aging-in-place features like single-level living or zero-entry showers. Second, modern energy efficiency means your monthly utility bills are going to be way, way lower. And third, with everything being brand new, you avoid those dreaded surprise costs, like a new roof or an HVAC system, which is just priceless when you're on a fixed income. Which brings us perfectly to our third and final pillar, protecting your biggest asset. For most of us, our home is our largest investment. You have to know that it's secure. I just love this quote from our source material because it perfectly captures the local real estate market. It's not a roller coaster. It's described as being more like a steady, gentle climb. I mean, that is exactly what a retiree wants to hear when talking about their primary asset. Let's put that into perspective. You see other markets with these dramatic booms followed by painful busts. The East Tennessee market, on the other hand, is known for its stability and consistent, sustainable growth. For a retiree, that just means one thing: asset protection. The value of your home is protected from that wild volatility, which preserves your equity for whatever you need down the road. So, we've built our 3 pillars. Now let's get to the bottom line by answering the most common, most direct questions people have when they're thinking about this kind of move.
This is always one of the first questions people ask, and honestly, it's one of the most important. So let's get a direct answer.
And the answer is a simple, beautiful, unambiguous no. The state of Tennessee does not tax your Social Security benefits. That income is 100% yours to keep, at least as far as the state is concerned.
Okay, so let's put it all together. The income tax, the property tax, the sales tax. What's the final verdict? Is it genuinely a tax-friendly state for people in retirement?
Yes, absolutely yes. In fact, it's consistently ranked as one of the most tax-friendly states in the entire country for retirees. That combination of no income tax on retirement money and those low property taxes is just a powerful 1-2 punch for your budget. So if we were to define it, what is retiring in East Tennessee from a purely financial point of view? It's a strategy, a financial strategy built on those 3 pillars we've been talking about: no state income tax, a low cost of living, and a stable real estate market.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? The numbers, the taxes, the strategy, it's all in service of this. It's about building a financial foundation so solid that you can stop worrying about the money and start focusing on what truly matters: your health, your family, and actually enjoying the years you worked so hard to get to. You know, at the end of the day, a smart retirement plan is an efficient one. It's about realizing that your choice of where to live is one of the most powerful levers you can pull to make your resources work harder for you, maximizing every dollar and protecting what you've built.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought to ponder. Once you remove that financial pressure, once you know your foundation is solid and your plan is secure, what does that retirement you've always dreamed of truly look like?